Good morning. It's Monday morning, it's Labor Day. I got out here, hobbled out on my cane. In the morning, my leg is really stiff and achy. But it loosens up a little bit as it goes. Yesterday it was really sore because I tried to get, now I'm trying to put it on it. I'm trying to push it, strengthen that knee up, get it healed up, strengthen it back up. So, yeah. I'm going to err on the side of caution. I'm going to push it, but I'm not going to hurt myself. It's too late for that now anyway, right? Basically. So I came out here this morning. This is the first workout I've had in a long time. And of course I can't do anything, really with this leg, or I can't use this knee like that right now. So I did chest. I did some benching. I went heavier than what I anticipated I would go. And I did a little triceps at the end of it to cap it off. Just to push a little blood in there. It was already pumped up and pre-fatigued. So I did some additional tricep work afterwards. And I will have an individual dedicated bicep and tricep workout later this week. And today was a really good workout for me. Best workout I've had in a long time because I'm determined, I'm motivated, I'm freshly invigorated and inspired. And I put some Judas Priest on in my MP3 player, cranked it up. And sometimes, especially as you get older, but this applies to everybody, regardless of age, condition, whatever else, to your own level on that sliding scale someplace, wherever you may be at the time. You pull up and you want to get as much work as you can get in a productive fashion without going over that line and courting an injury, because that's not productive at all. It's regressive or worse. So today, I was just feeling it, and when I thought I was finished each set, I pushed it and got that additional, what I call gorilla rep, where, you draw up to that line, and across that line is a minefield. And you can cross that line and get that one more. You might step on something and blow something apart. Take a misstep and blow something apart, a miscalculation, whatever have you, or you might not. You might be able to go over there and come back and fine. Well, that's what happened today. I went there, I got that gorilla rep, and everything seems to be everything. I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling really good about that. And sometimes that's what you got to do when you think you're finished and you think that that's your last rep in that set. Sometimes you need to go ahead and say, fuck it, and get that gorilla rep. Sometimes you got to do that. And I don't think I need to clarify. I'm not talking about your forms all to hell and back and everything else. I mean, you're still actually doing the exercise, You're still performing the exercise. Whew. So there's change in the winds. There's more to life than all this bullshit that's going on socially, with all the rioting and looting and burning and pillaging and potential civil war and American against American. And there's, from people I communicate with, good brothers and sisters all over the world, this isn't the only country, man. They got the same shit going on over in the UK right now, and they don't even have the same history as the United States. You know what I mean? But they still have the same rhetoric, the same propaganda to try to drive this on, and they got pretty much the same shit happening. It's settled down a bit from what I've been told. But everybody's still on pins and needles. They know it wouldn't take much to set it all back off and spike the fucking bad behavior. But I ain't here to really talk about that. I'm here to talk about the stars and the bars. I guess the official end of summer. Wow, great summer. I don't know. Hopefully yours was great. Weather's nice. Yeah, so there's change on the winds. There's going to be some changes. I'm moving in another direction. It's still all this shit. Believe that. It's still gorilla with a cause. But I got some plans. Got some good gorilla brothers, and we're gonna be doing some things together. A much different picture. Same thing gorillas, always do and always aspire to do and practice, but a lot more training together and videoing that and the progress of it with a goal in mind. And I'll keep you posted and take you along with me. I'm going to put some fucking size on, and I mean clean, lean size. I've definitely got to lean down. At this age, I can't afford to carry surplus body fat. So I'm going to lean down, but I'm going to get bigger muscularly, and I got to do it smart. I got to be mindful of all the other key issues that need to be addressed when you're thinking about this kind of thing. And that's your blood pressure and your hematocrit level. And as we go, and it's a learning experience for me. I've never been 58 years old before. And I'm gonna let you in on the inside of what I'm doing and how it's turning out to keep these things in hand, in the safety zone, and stay healthy. And the biggest thing with me, separating me from all these other YouTube channels, things, number one, I'm not a fucking YouTuber. I'm certainly not a professional YouTuber by any extent of imagination, right? But this is my life. This is my world. This is how I live. It's just part of it. It's one facet of how I live, but it's an important facet. It's important to me. And at my age, you know what? If I drop dead, whatever it's got to do with, it could be from anything now. I'm pretty freaking healthy, man, Circulatory system is super, super clear and clean. My joints are in excellent condition to the degree that I've had professionals in those fields, examine me and check me out and tell me so that my shit is unseen in this condition at my age. So everything I've done up to now works. That's why I'm 58 and still here. It's not because, I'm taking a ton of gear and all this crap. It's not why. It's because I do my due diligence all the way around. And I try to practice that in life. And I fall short in many places and other facets of my life. And I pay for that, and others pay for that too, unfortunately, because we all fall short and nobody's perfect. The point is, we need to realize these things and try and hope to improve and pray. But I want to get back to, like I said, with our core group that'll be here. I want to, down here in PA, I want to start doing some training from ground up, get back into Goju-Ryu, traditional Goju-Ryu practice and training, which is not the same thing by any stretch of the imagination as competitive fighting. It's not at all. It's nothing like that. Nothing like that. For me, it's a choice. It was a choice. When I was young and on top of my game, and I was on top of my game at one time, I was better at that than I've ever been at building muscle. You have a choice. You can be a competitive guy and win a lot of trophies, especially back in the day. There was absolutely not a nickel in it, or you can actually be really good at your art and craft and in application on the street, know through experience that it works. What works and what doesn't work, because they're two different separate interests. And it's whole two different approaches and every other thing. Now, there's overlap, of course. God is skillful competitively. He, in many cases, may have the advantage on the street. Untrained individual, most of the time, probably, maybe, if he's a well-rounded guy. But it's not the same, and his habits are not going to be the same, and his instincts are not going to be the same. And there's a lot of things that a competitive guy's going to do that he can do in competition that on the street are liabilities or weak points. And a really good guy with more than sufficient training and skill and experience, he's going to exploit the hell out of those items in those areas. And I'll get into that as we go. But of course, it's not going to be pretty initially because it's been a long time for me. And I think I'm still pretty flexible. I think you're going to be surprised. But, you know, it's going to be rough going initially. It's going to be that break-in period, you know, that learning curve. But I've been there before. My body and my mind and spirit, they'll come back around. It's going to be tough at first. It's going to be tough at first. It ain't going to be pretty at first. And if I'm going to be honest and post all this stuff up, I'm going to be opening them up to a lot of ridicule. But that's okay, because you know, where you start isn't where you're going to finish. And like I touched on a moment ago, you know, this is my life, this is how I live, it's how I've always lived, and if I were to fall over and drop dead tomorrow, you know what? One thing you need to be aware of is I lived my life, man. I lived my life. I did my thing. I wasn't in the back seat driving when my hands weren't on the wheel, right? You know, it's easy to go along with the crowd till you find that you're saying aloud. And that's the way to find what you've been missing.